did you feel any pressure from all his work that you have to?
Yeah, from his work, but not from him, which is amazing. I look forward to trying new things, you know, and doing different stuff. And the double bass is something I had to dust that off.
Really?
And to play a shuffle was really challenging, because I mean, when I was growing up, I had the early DW pedal where the other beater was like crooked, you know, and they were like brown. And then I had a buddy who was in another band. He actually had 2 kick drums, and he was smoking. He was playing paradiddles and all this stuff. So in my kind of small mind, it's like, well, he's doing double bass, so I'm gonna do something different. You know, like we're the only 2 drummers on earth. You know, so I kind of didn't do the double kick thing too much. You know, but I played Hot for Teacher for about a month or something. But that was it. So when we got into rehearsals, I was kind of doing like a straight thing, and then he showed me this thing of like kind of leading with your left, even though your right's coming down, you know, on the quarter notes, but like you're leading with your left, and that just like it clicked, you know. So yeah, so there was definitely things that were challenging and stuff. But then when we got in the room again, when I first met the band, I had known Billy a little bit, and then when we first all got together, I got there early, and then he showed up, and we had probably like 15-20 minutes, just the 2 of us, and that was awesome. That was just perfect, and I just was totally comfortable. Yeah.
Well, and part of that, for me, I've been in his position before, because I've had to come in and fill in for a drummer before. You know, I don't want to drop names, but I had to do that in '88 with Robert Plant, because Chris Blackwell was playing drums, and he broke his wrist, and so they called me, and I had to come into a situation real fast and learn a bunch of material and go out and do a show. So Chris was great. I mean, we're different kind of drummers in ways, different things, different approaches. But he didn't, the band wasn't, you know, no, you got to do it exactly like this or this way or that way. It's like there's going to be, he left enough room for me to be able to find my own way. And then when I needed a little guidance, he would make suggestions to me. So that when I got together with Matt, that's the same way I wanted to be. I wanted to be helpful, but not oppressive, you know, not like, no man, you got to, this is really important, you know, because it's like, come on, you know, it's rock and roll. I mean, you know, there's a million ways to skin a cat here, so.
I think there's a lot of common ground with us, which is like the Bonham thing, Ian Pace, Mitch Mitchell. That's kind of like when I heard, you know, really listened, because I knew the hits for Mr. Big and some other tracks as a musician, but I didn't know the whole catalog, you know. And so when I really started digging in, it just sounded really familiar to me, comfortable, like where he's coming from. And then he takes it all these other places, which is awesome, you know. But that nucleus is something that I'm comfortable with. So that was, you know, so if it's like a 2 and 4 thing, it's like, we're right on the kind of the same page. So it was comfortable. But I was playing along to the Budokan show, the last tour they did. And the first thing we did was Daddy Brother. And it was, yeah, and like with the, you know, one measure, I was like, okay, we're good. This is cool. You know, it just felt comfortable, you know.